Now the next chapter which we are going to learn is about modifying the page layout and the design tab. Over here in the page layout tab, by clicking on the page layout tab, you will see that there are three options which is commonly used, that is the paper margins, paper orientation and paper size. Now these all are used commonly to determine how your document will look when it is printed. Margins are the blank spaces around the edges of a page, like over here you can see the edges, top, left, right and in the bottom as well. Now, while most of your text and objects will appear between the margins, some items appear in the margins. For examples, even your headers and footers and page numbers will include in the margins itself. Now, what all the margins? Now, the common margin which has been selected is the normal margin. Over here, if you will see that there is a 1 inch space between the top margin, between the left margin, right and even in the bottom. There are many margin options which you can select as per your the requirement, as per your own requirement. Like over here in the narrow margin you can see that there is only 0.5 or a half inch space between the left, right, bottom and in the top size of a page. There is a moderate. Over here in the moderate you can see that the top and the bottom page will have only 1 inch space and the left and the right will have the 0.75 inch space. The wide will be having that option, and the same with the mirror. There are various margins options which you can choose as per your own requirement. You can also choose a custom requirement. Now if there is the basic margin which has been automatically selected by the Microsoft Word is the normal margin. Now in case if you want to bind your document, like you can use the custom margins as well. There is a page setup dialog box which will open and you can select your margins as per your own requirement for the top, for the bottom, for the right and for the left as well. Now in case if you're giving your document or you're preparing some project and you want to give it for the binding purpose, for to make a printout and for the binding, so you can choose a gutter. Like over here in the, if you choose a gutter, you can see that the left side of a page is increasing, that the text is moving forward to the right hand side so that you get a space. Now if I'll select a 1 inch gutter, so that you will get a space on the left hand side so that your text will not be deleted in case if you are printing and binding your document. So if I click OK, you'll see automatically the changes over here. Like over here you can see the space over in the left hand side. If in case you are giving your document for the binding purpose, so it will take this much space and your document would be worth reading. Now the next is the orientation. There are two types of orientation, that is the page orientation you can say, that is portrait and a landscape. The normal Word document which takes, that the Microsoft Word takes, is the portrait orientation, that is the vertical side. The portrait side indicates the vertical side, the landscape orientation indicates the horizontal side. Now the landscape orientation is basically used when you want to insert some pictures, when you see some wonderful scenery or pictures in the Word document, so it has to be in a landscape mode. Even some of the books or the articles are printed in the landscape mode too. Now in case if I choose the landscape mode, you will see your document has become into the horizontal side, it has become the horizontal reading. But for the worth reading and for the worth printout purpose, basically we choose the paper orientation as a portrait orientation, that is the vertical side for the worth reading. So this is the use of the paper orientation, which can be used both as a landscape and a portrait as per your requirement. Next is the size, that is the paper size. The paper size is basically used for the printing purpose as well. Now in case the normally it takes into uses the letter size, or even when we make a usage or when we make your document, we take document to be the A4 size paper so that we get the proper alignment and proper paper size of a document. So normally we choose A4. There are various other options for the paper size which you will get it from the document. Like if you check more paper sizes, you can get the paper sizes. The page setup dialog box will open, and over here in the paper size the icon you can see that there are various paper sizes, that is envelope monarch, envelope number 10, custom size. You can select any of these and you can increase the width and the height of the paper size as well as per your own requirement. So this is the basic idea of paper margin, paper orientation and paper size. Now in case if you want to print a document, you can go to the file tab, into the backstage view, you can select a print option. Over here, while printing your document, the same option which you have seen in the page layout tab, you will see it over here too in the settings, and you can select if you want to add up or something, you want to make some changes before printing your document, so you can change while clicking on the print option as well and make the changes over here too. So this is the basic idea of paper size, paper orientation and paper margins.